Welcome, Mr. Me's Mathematicians. Let's get it going. So, first things first, when we get started, I would prefer you have a spiral notebook, but if you have a composition notebook, that is fine as well. But we always need to make sure we're taking notes. So, to set up your spiral notebook or your math journal, rather, go ahead and put your name on it, your period, and my name as well. Okay, the first page is going to have the table of contents, but this is how I like mine to be done. I want 6 pages of table of contents, okay? So, notice how it's labeled. Top left-hand corner, we have the date. In the middle, we have table of contents. To the right, we have the page number. Now, on the bottom, it looks like the number 1, but it's actually the Roman numeral 1. Next page, Roman numeral 2, Roman numeral 3, Roman numeral 4, and Roman numeral 5. If I'm going too fast, remember you could always hit pause. Roman numeral 6. Each page has the date, table of contents, page number. Again, and again. So, and for today, we're going to start with comparing decimals. In the middle are your titles. Once you have your title, we're just going to start with the first one. Make sure you put down the date. It should be Monday, September 14th. And the page number is going to be 1. Not to be confused with Roman numeral 1, but page 1. Let me explain. After you go through all your table of content pages, there's Roman numeral 6, you're going to start with page 1. The next one, of course, will be page 2, 3, and so on. All right. That's your journal in a nutshell. Now let's start with the lesson. Today we are comparing decimals, the math objective, with the TEKS being 5.2b. We are going to compare 2 decimals to the thousands place and represent comparisons using the symbols greater than, less than, or equal to. Here they are. Again, greater than, less than, equal to. And what I'm going to do, something I learned in elementary school, is to make that little alligator mouth. Why? Because it's still very important that the alligator gets the biggest piece of food, the biggest number. Yeah, those are supposed to be teeth, but you get it. All right. Next thing I want you to write down is your place value chart. Notice the red dot. That's the decimal. To the left of the decimal, we have the ones place, tens place, hundreds place. To the right of the decimal, the numbers get smaller. Tenths with the THS, you see that? Hundredths with the THS, and thousands with the THS. All right. Excuse my handwriting. Sometimes I tend to write in print and in cursive, but no fear. In the PowerPoint, you also have these in print. So you're gonna be just fine. Remember, if I'm going too fast, please pause the video and start it back up. Now, we're going to compare 2 numbers. Here we have 17 and 106. Now, I need to figure out if this is greater than, less than, or equal to. We can clearly see that 17 is smaller than 106. So, our symbol's going to be which way? Which way is the alligator going to eat? This way or that way? This way would be correct. You can make your alligator's teeth more prettier than mine, much prettier than mine. But you get the gist because you guys are rock stars. All right. So now we know that 17 is less than, less than 106. Now what happens if I say, I don't know, let's flip it. I have 106 here, and I have 17 here. Well, the alligator still wants 106, but he's just going to turn his head. Now we know that 106 is greater than 17. Voila. Let's move over here. We're going to compare 2 decimal numbers. Here is 8/10. How do I know that? Because if I go to my place value chart, I've got a decimal here. Instead of writing my decimal, it's a tenths place. All right, 8/10 and 63/100. Which one is greater? Not sure? The best thing to do is to line up your numbers vertically, not horizontally, but vertically. All right, so I'm going to write 8/10 here on the side, and I'm also going to write 63/100. If I still don't know what's going on here, I can always add my placeholder. Add a 0. You can add zeros from here to infinity. It does not change the value. All right, so let's compare. In the tens place, because that's our greatest value right here, I would say ones, but we don't have anything. Again, you can add zeros if you want. But those two are the same, equal value, so it doesn't matter. Now to my tens place, I have an 8 and I have a 6. Which one's greater? The 8. So the alligator is going to eat the 8/10, also known as 80/100, because the 0 is there. So, bon appetit. Moving on. I have 600s and 55,000s. Thought I was wrong. All right. I don't know what to do, so I'm going to line them up vertically. Here's my 600s. Here's my 55,000s. Everybody see that? And they're not lined up pretty, so I'm going to add a 0 in the placeholders so it'll help my eyes. I'm a little older than y'all. Okay, so adding my